Hello, friends. Welcome to night 47 of Fun with Cheese. We're reporting from the Peterson Milkhouse bunker tonight, where there is milk intake, and the girls are ready to start up the milkers here. But I know that I have a few people that watch that haven't had the opportunity, or just live away from a farm and don't get those opportunities, and just wanted to show you what milking startup looks like. Milkers are all put in here, sanitized every night. They go through a wash cycle. This is the receiver jar. This is Cindy. She's taking milkers out. They milk every morning at 4 a.m. and every night at 4 p.m. And there's about 110 cows on test here at their farm. We featured them in episode 35. Here are my neighbors just to the north. And so they take all the milkers out, and in a little bit they're going to be firing up the milker pump. This thing here is a plate cooler, so warm milk comes in at 101.5, and through process of water chilling, it comes in at 101.5 or 101.3 and leaves at about 55 degrees to go into the cooler. So then the cooler only has to cool it down about 10 degrees. So you can see right now that the tank is at 70, but there's no milk in here. Lynn Dairy came and picked up milk here this afternoon, and they'll also come at about 7, or they'll come tonight again about 10 o'clock at night. So here we go. So that's the vacuum pump. So this little plate cooler here allows for the milk then to go up through the stainless and then into the bulk tank, which then there's an agitator up here, which we learned about milk solids being the milk fat, and that keeps the milk agitated and stirs it around so it cools evenly and keeps the milk from separating out, because this is unpasteurized, unhomogenized milk that comes into here. What else do I want to show you in here? So everything goes through a sanitation process called CIP, or clean in place, every night. And this is a 3-inch milk line, which they run 8 milkers on either side, and you're going to see the ladies here in a little bit. So they barn, which I'll take you in, and all the cows here, last test they said that they're 1 pounds a cow, which means that she's about 10 gallons. That includes morning and evening. These are Holsteins, Jenna and Taylor, and they do have a couple other jerseys in here. Now, remember I talked about artificial insemination and things like that. Carla, what was your saying that you guys had? Because the boys are out in the field.
The boys are taking care of the field and we take care of the girls.
So that's what happens on planting day. And so they get washed and and then the milkers go on, and you can see the milk flow coming out right there. So they get milked morning and night, and there are some places that milk 3 times a day, depending on the situation, but here they milk 2 times a day. And so Bertier is doing the pre-dip, and she's going to strip out the teats, meaning that she pulls the first couple. So here's where the calves come. The calves get colostrum, which is the first milk, which contains all kinds of antibodies and wonderful things, so that they build up their immune system. They get vaccinated, and they get a 2-quart bottle of milk morning and night. And they get a nice bed of straw to lay in and climate control. These little hutches have wind out the back and in the front, and they're quite content. Now, the heifers then, after they get off of milk, then they go into this side here, where then they get raised up. These guys they get weaned, which means they don't drink milk anymore. Same thing with humans. When we put them on this all solid food, the calves over there get started on a little solid food, and then they get put over onto another side, where they get a TMR, and I'll explain that in a little bit. This is a nutritionist. They get a wholesome diet every day. There's Bruno. Wholesome diet every day, where nutritionist balances this and then tells Trevor what to mix in with the feed. So the feed here is a mixture of fermented corn silage, so that's chopped up corn, and mineral, and haylage, and vitamins and things like that that are added. So it's a balanced diet every day. They don't get a McDonald's. They don't get to go to Dairy Queen. They get the best food every day. They're bodybuilding every day. And these guys are pretty friendly when they come to our place, and they'll lick you and lick you and lick you, and we'll see. Yeah, aren't you being pretty there, girl? Cows have a really long tongue, if you didn't know, and it's really rough because that's how they bring all their food in. So this is their freestall barn that they house their extra cows in. And so these cows will get switched between the stall barn and the milking barn, or the loafing barn here. And so these ladies here lay on a bed of sand. So pretend you're on a beach every day, and they go to that beach every day, and they lay down and they get up and they eat, and they get a hoof trim from our friend Gary Gerke that we've talked about. And so then they have a feed pusher that'll come through and push up feed. Trevor feeds every morning. He's up about 3 a.m. every morning, and he's a machine. They'll plant till probably 10 o'clock at night. So they get all they want all day long every day. So, I should point out this machine. So, you guys might have a NutriBullet or a smoothie machine or something like that. This is the Farmer Smoothie Machine. Everything that you see right here gets put into this TMR mixer. And in this TMR mixer, I'm going to try and get up here. There is a huge screw that then mixes everything together. There's big razor blades in there. You don't want to play in there. And that's protein and mineral that's already in the TMR mixer there. And that'll all get mixed around and then fed out to the cows with that chute there. Each group of cows gets a different feed ration. And so dry cows are going to get something with a little more fiber in it because the dry cow is not giving milk right now. And so the cows that are fresh milking are going to get a little more protein and things like that. But all the feed is stored in these bags here. And that's where the ensiling or the anaerobic fermentation takes place. That's a sand bed right there that they lay on, and they get rebedded twice a week with fresh sand, and the sand then and manure and everything get pushed into a pit that's held for containment, and then they spread everything on the fields that you see around and do all kinds of wonderful things and take care of you and provide the wonderful food that then provides their meat and milk and cheese. I'm going to take you back into the barn, give you a little view of the ladies here. And you see they're pretty happy. They all have a place to stay, they all have a place to eat. They even have a back scratcher, and I don't know if it's working right now, but it's an automatic back scratcher that then takes all the hair off the back. So, right back there, you can see the back scratcher that they have, and it's just like a big street sweeper brush. But there's a manure pit that just got hauled out, and they follow a nutrient management plan as every farmer does, saying that we put this many per gallons of manure on this many acres and incorporate it into the soil, so that way they don't have to use as many synthetic fertilizers, and it's a cost-saving measure for them. These things are tall silos. We recognize those, but in this day and age, it's a lot more efficient to feed out of the bags because we can feed them quite easy, and these aren't even used anymore. So we come back in, and I'm going to take you back out through the barn into the milk house. This is a feed cart, so that when the cows that get fed in here get TMR in this. It's an electric wagon. Basically holds 4 or 5 wheelbarrow loads, and then they'll go along and it augers it out into this side here. So, ladies here, there's a gutter on this side here on the right. That's how manure and waste goes. To the manure pit, where it's then held for pumping twice a year. I want to show you the receiver jar. Bring it back into here. So there you can see the milk that's coming from the 8 milker units. And you'll want 10 milker units, sorry, 10. So then it fills up in the jar, and just like in your toilet, there's a little float in there, and you'll see the volume go down, and it pumps it up. So the milk coming in, this one is at 101.5, and the milk coming out of this one over here then is much, much colder, that goes into the bulk tank. And so that's a huge cost-saving measure as far as energy and things like that. But that's where cheese gets its start from. From the cow, the calf, she needs to have. And the thing you need to understand is that, like any mammal, a calf is a cow's baby. She needs to have a calf in order for her to produce milk. No calf, no milk. Just like humans, just like cats, just like dogs, pigs, things like that. But that's the way it works on a dairy farm. And today, you saw the ladies there. The boys are all out in the field putting in long hours planting corn, and they'll go late into the night. So the ladies are in here getting the cow's milk. Dave's washing up the milk bottles and things like that. But just wanted to share with you that that's where cheese gets its start. And all good things that are delicious get their start right here at the farm. So just remember that this needs to get made into cheese to become immortal. So you can eat it like this, have it on a burger, and enjoy your Saturday night. Take care. We'll see you for night 48 tomorrow.